Sally Jessy Raphael, it is so great to see you. You were one of my broadcasting heroes growing up, so it's a pleasure to speak to you. But Sally, it does feel like now the type of show that you produced, which was so important, putting ordinary folk on the television, in the UK at least, it's dying a bit of a death.
No, it died here a long time ago. But we're ahead of you. We have to talk very fast because we have a lot to talk about.
We do.
So
really
I
do.
think, no, that type of talk show, you stand in the audience, you hear what they think, they talk to the guests. No, it's a combination now of you make a souffle and then you talk to a guest, and they call that a talk show. But that isn't the talk show that those people like Ricky and Phil and I had. No, different, very different.
Because I learned so much about human behaviour, Sally, from watching you when I was in my formative years. Do you feel like the talk show became too confrontational in latter years?
Well, you see, they feel they have to make money. Now, if you get angry and if you get mean, if you get nasty, if you go to hurt somebody, more people will watch than if you're nice and you try to accommodate people, talk to them, discuss things rationally. They don't want you to discuss things rationally.
No.
They want you to bop each other or do whatever you have to do to get them an audience. But the audience dumbs down, and it becomes baser and baser and baser. And then people watching it think, oh, well, that's okay. If I don't like things that are happening in my life, I can do that too.
No, that's a very good point. Sally, did you
hear
about...
So that it spills over.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. Sally, did you hear about what happened with the Jeremy Kyle show in the UK? The #1 talk show, the top rating genre show in the UK. It ran for years and years and years. Jeremy was pretty confrontational with his guests. And then there was a great tragedy. One of the guests following the show took his own life. And ITV immediately cancelled the show, took it off air.
Well, the same thing happened with Ricky Lake in the States. Yeah, that had happened with us, say, 30 years ago.
But can you blame the show, Sally?
No, you cannot.
No.
There will always be people who are mentally unstable. Now, a really good producer figures out somebody's mentally unstable, and they do their best not to put them on the air. But if you follow my boss, like NBC Universal was my boss, they want mentally unstable people. I mean, that's their trade.
No, I know, and that's the real risk, isn't it? But I feel sad now, Sally, because the fact that Jeremy Kyle has been taken off air here, there's no equivalent show. And what I really worry about is that the era of ordinary folk getting the opportunity to appear on national television and talk about their problems, and sure, some people might say that's unhealthy, but I feel like it was their democratic right to do so if they wanted to air their dirty laundry on television.
I'm in complete agreement with you.
But that's over now. It doesn't happen. We don't have a show like it now.
You don't even have something where the audience can talk and then they bake brownies?
No. No. No, it's almost as if producers here have become so terrified about putting ordinary people on television. So celebrities go on television all the time, and all of the reality shows feature famous people, but ordinary folk are no longer really allowed on television because I think people feel so nervous that the same thing that happened on the Jeremy Kyle show could happen on their show?
All television today is about doing what sold last week or last year. It's very simple. I mean, that's all you do is you reproduce what somebody else had a success with or what you had a success with. Trying to be innovative or trying to do anything slightly different, you're right, will get you canned.
Yeah, it's true. Now, Sally, tell me about you now. You're in your 80s, believe it or not. You look incredible. You are still just as vivacious as you were in the 90s. Do you miss being on television every day and going into not just America's homes, but homes all around the world?
Oh, dear, I miss the money. Do I miss doing it? I don't think so, but it would be lovely to have the money. The only one who had the money was Oprah. Yeah. She was the only one who had somebody who bought, made sure she bought the show. I miss the public to a certain extent. What do I do? Well, it's 2 days before Thanksgiving. And I'm sorry you don't have the turkey, the cranberry.
No.
It takes us 2 days to make all that mess up. Actually, I asked why we have thanks for what we stole from the Indians, which is all of North and South America and a little bit of Central America. So we have a big party because we stole it from them. And nobody invites an Indian, either dot or feather, to their Thanksgiving dinner. Never met an Indian at a Thanksgiving dinner, so.
No, that's a good point. That is a good point.
What do? I oil paint. Oh, I do something you might find interesting.
Oh, yes, go on.
Okay. I have a secret hobby. Here's what it is. I appear in movies wearing disguises or different makeup without my name. And then I've done 52 of those. And then I wait to see if anybody watching the movie at 2 a.m. wakes me up and says, "Is that you?" The answer is no, they never do.
Oh my God.
I'm that good at disguise.
I'm going to be watching them and seeing, is that secretly Sally Jessy Raphael? Well, Sally, you are a legend. Thank you for being there for us through all of the 90s and the early noughties. We miss you on television. I personally hope the talk show genre comes back with full force at some point because they're really important shows. Sally Jessy Raphael, we'll speak again soon. Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.